Hello and welcome to How Should I Know, a game show, trivia, contest, whatever you want to call it. I am your host, Dustin Diodato. Welcome to the show. I have three amazing guests that I would like to introduce to you, and I'm going to do that right now. So first, Marcus Haugen, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Excited to show my knowledge or lack thereof.
Cool. Let's introduce you to Brennan Lowery. Brennan, how are you?
Hey everyone, doing well tonight. I got home today to find out I've been summoned for jury duty, so excited to be a citizen. Yeah.
Well, just fake being a crazy person, you're all set.
Fake it.
Yeah, and finally, Matt Schrader. Matt Schrader, how are you?
Hey, hello. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I went on a run for the first time in 3 months, so yeah, I'm exhausted.
When you say run, how far of a run did you go on?
Two American miles.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Ooh, not far.
Can you
for
give
me,
that to me in knots? How many nautical miles?
How many nautical miles? I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna say two. It's two. Yeah, 2 leagues is what I went.
I didn't know those were
So for the handful of Americans who have not seen the show before, the 2% of folks who have not seen the show before, we're going to go through 4 rounds of trivia. Everybody's going to get an opportunity to answer. If they get it right, great. If they get close, that's great too. If they make a joke, that's even better than the real answer. That's amazing too. I will give points sort of willy-nilly. Be nice to me and you'll get more points. For example, my wife won the first game. So, it wasn't rigged. She legitimately won. But, it's possible that whoever wins this game also has to marry me in case something should ever happen to her. So just know you're also playing for my hand in marriage if something ever happens to my wife. Which nothing ever will, but be prepared. I think we should get right into it. And I will introduce our first round, which is called Crazy Town. In this round, we're going to go through 2 towns that are very real, or 2 potential. One town is very real, one town is made up, and I will ask everybody to determine which is the real town and what they think the motto for that town is. I did not search to see if these towns had mottos, so I think we should just go with whatever you guys decide, assuming that is good. Does everybody understand? Are we ready to go?
Let's do it.
Ready to go.
All right. Our first set of towns. Florida, Florida, or Tennessee, Tennessee. And Marcus, I'll go to you first. Which do you think is the real town?
I'm gonna go with Florida.
And what would Florida's motto be?
We don't do that with oranges anymore.
Okay, fair. All right, Brendan, do you want to give it a go?
I'm gonna go the same answer. I think Florida.
Okay.
And I think that their city motto is "Get the F out of here."
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the motto for Florida, but I will. But I'll let you go for it. Matt, what are you thinking?
Okay, I'm actually gonna go with Tennessee, Tennessee.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that their motto is "Please have a Genesee."
All right. Well, the real answer, unfortunately, Matt, is Florida, Florida.
Look, Matt tried to hedge his bets.
Yeah,
I did. I'd be ahead, but oh well. At least I rhymed.
Yeah. So since I loved both answers, I will give points to both Brennan and Marcus for getting it right. So these guys chiming up to Matt falling behind early, but that's okay because we're one question in.
Quick.
And for the record, if any of you had come to see my political one-man show, you would have known that because I talk about Florida. So that's also a punishment for anybody who didn't come to see that show. So know that I will try and probably sneak something in that is selfish on my part. Next one. Pee-Pee Town, Ohio, or Poo Poo Village, Nebraska? Brennan, what do you think?
Oh my God! There's one answer I desperately want it to be.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna go Pee-Pee Township.
You'd prefer it to be Poo Poo Village as opposed to Pee Pee Town?
I I want to be wrong here. For the sake of the game, I'm guessing.
You're gonna go.
Yeah.
You're gonna go with PP Town. Okay.
I'm gonna go PP Township. Did my 2-year-old son name these towns?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Did you name them? All right. And then sorry, motto. The motto.
Yes. What is the motto?
PP Township, Ohio, where the water flows like urine.
Nice. Matt, what do you think?
Oh boy. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Poo Poo Village,
Okay.
Nebraska. Yeah. I think that's what my gut is saying. So that's what I'm going with. Yeah.
And Joy Masters agrees with you. She definitely wants it to be Poo Poo Town as well.
Yeah.
So
deep in my heart, I very badly want there to be a Poo Poo Village.
I'm moving there. I'm moving there immediately.
Okay. Did you give us? I'm sorry. Did you give a slogan for the town?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Let's see. Poo Poo Village, Nebraska. It's not what you think.
Okay. And Marcus, you've had a lot of time to think now. What do you think?
Yes. I'm following my heart, and I'm picking Poo Poo Village as well.
Okay. And what brings you to that choice?
I just really like the idea that it's true.
Okay. Do you have a slogan for it?
I do. Poo Poo Village, Nebraska. This place is the shit.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice. Well, the real answer is PP Town. So, Brennan gets a point. And I'm gonna have to give one to Marcus for this place is the shit. So,
Nice.
Matt, you gotta catch up. But don't worry, we got so many questions coming up. And I often do give points to people who are behind just for the sake of the fact that they're behind. So don't worry about it. Truth or Consequence, New Mexico, or Pride and Prejudice, Kansas? This one is not dirty, but I think you guys can deal with one question that's not dirty. So Matt, let's start with you. Truth or Consequence or Pride or Prejudice?
I'm going to go with Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. And
Okay.
I'm going to say that their motto is Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. We know you did it.
All right. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Brennan, what do you think?
I'm actually gonna go Pride and Prejudice, Kansas.
Okay.
And I think that their motto is Pride and Prejudice, Kansas. Bring a date to the ball and never leave.
Okay.
Wow, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I want them.
And Marcus, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna choose Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. It feels very Wild Westy to me.
Okay. Do they have an appropriate slogan?
Yeah, it's Don't You Dare.
Don't you dare. Okay. Well, our actual answer is Truth or Consequence, which means Matt gets on the board, but Marcus increases his lead. So
Here we go.
Here we go.
Marcus, you need to work in tourism marketing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would love to, if it gets me a plane ticket to Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. I'm in.
Well, don't take a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah.
All right. Town number 4. Boogertown, North Carolina, or Snotrag, Maine. Both are very viable town names. And I will ask Marcus which one he thinks is true.
Ooh, this is so hard. They both feel very plausible to me. I'm going to say Boogertown.
You're going to go with Boogertown? Okay.
Yeah, Boogertown, North Carolina. Pick us.
Damn it.
Sniped him.
Yeah, big time. Now you know my answer, too.
Okay.
I think Boogertown. I grew up in Virginia. I'm pretty sure as a kid I'd heard of Boogertown, North Carolina.
Oh, this is the real intel here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see. Okay, so it's Boogertown, North Carolina. Boogertown, North Carolina. We're not so runny.
We're not so runny. All right. Well, Audrey's going in for Boogertown as well. Joya's going in for Boogertown. It feels like it's a landslide. Matt, are you a Boogertown person as well?
Oh, I'm getting on this bandwagon, no doubt about it. So yeah, I'm also putting in for Boogertown, and I'm going to say that the motto was Boogertown, North Carolina. You got a boogie.
Okay. Well, everybody was right. It is in fact Boogertown.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that means points pretty much across the board, but I'm going to give an extra 100 points to Matt for working boogie into an answer.
All right.
So
yeah, that was classy. You didn't go for like an actual boogie.
Yeah.
Well, I thank Weird Al Yankovic.
All right. Last one. Hell for Certain, Kentucky, or Satan's Kingdom, Massachusetts.
Oh my god.
Brennan, you go. It's all you.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh my god. I'm gonna go. Okay, so my thinking is this: Massachusetts was like super Quaker, right? And so there's like no way that they allowed Satan to be named in a city. So I'm gonna go with Hell for Certain.
Hell for Certain. Okay. I like any town. I like any town that's a sentence. Anytime where they just go for like a full thing for the name of their town. I'm big into that.
Yeah, I think Hell for Certain, Kentucky. You know what you did.
Okay. Definitely. All right, Marcus, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Brennan on that. It's hard for me to imagine a place with these very like devout Christians naming something Satan's Kingdom, although it's cool.
Okay.
I'll say Hell for Certain as well. Yeah, it gets that hot here.
Okay. All right. And Matt?
Yeah, I am of the same opinion of my colleagues here, and I'm going to also say it's Hell for Certain, Kentucky. And I think that their motto is "Welcome to Hell."
All right. Well, as it turns out, sometimes I do this. I cheat. It is both of them. Both of them are real places. So everybody gets points for that one. And I would give bonus points, but I'm just gonna give everybody their points for doing it. So that means that after one round, let's see what the scores are. Marcus has got the lead, but it's close. Anything could happen, especially since I randomly award points a lot. So I think we're in good shape. Let's move on to round number 2. Round number 2 is actually like stuff that people might actually know. This is Commander in Trivia, where it's actual presidential trivia. Some of it which is normal trivia, some of it which is ridiculous trivia. So we'll see where we get to. The first one is, and this one, feel free to jump in if you know the answer right away rather than me calling on you. But if you don't, then I will just call on people. In Washington's Crossing the Delaware painting, what future 5th president is actually shown in the painting? Don't everybody call out at once. John Quincy Adams for Brennan. Matt, what do you think? Do you know who our 5th president is?
Yeah, that's really the question here.
Yes, it is.
Because I don't know, I'm just gonna glom onto what Brennan said. I'm gonna also say John Q. Adams.
Okay. And Marcus?
Yeah, I can think through the first 3, and then I'm like starting to lose the thread a little bit. So I'll hop on the JQA bandwagon as well.
Okay.
Those are actually all trains too. The JQA.
The real answer is James Monroe. Which you should have had Audrey yell that out for you, and she did that way because Audrey knew before we gave the answer. So yeah,
good job, Audrey.
That's cool.
All right, Audrey, way to go.
So yeah, I'm very excited for her that she got that one. All right, question number 2.
All right.
What 2-time president's sister acted as first lady, making her likely the first gay first lady? Eventually, this president got married, but until then, our first lady was his sister, and she was the first gay first lady.
Okay.
Whoa, what?
Right. So, bachelor presidents.
This is a president that pisses me off, except for this fact, and I will explain why when you guys give the answers.
Oh, Grover. Okay, I'm gonna guess Grover Cleveland.
Because I hate Grover Cleveland.
Yeah, I think you hate the city of Cleveland.
All right. So Brennan's going with Grover Cleveland. Matt, what do you think?
Oh man, I'm aware of some presidents that weren't married, but I'm going totally blank. I'm just gonna say Calvin Coolidge.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's acceptable. And Marcus.
Give me old Marty Van Buren.
Van Buren. Okay. Good choice. The actual answer is in fact Grover Cleveland. Brennan got it right. Good job. His sister was named Rose Cleveland. The reason I hate Grover Cleveland is because he was one of the non-consecutive presidents and ruined the whole fucking thing for everybody because he's 22 and 24, which means that our whole understanding of how presidential numbers work is all busted because of him, because it shouldn't be a different number if you're, like, Obama didn't become, like, 2 numbers. He was just 1 because he did it consecutively. Grover Cleveland broke the whole thing. Everybody seems to be okay with this, except for me. I don't understand why everybody's fine with it, but it infuriates me all the time. Anyways, we'll move on to question number 3. Woodrow Wilson had his wedding catered by what famous chef?
How old is Emerald Lagasse?
Marcus, I'll let you lead this one off. What famous chef? How many chefs do you know? We'll narrow it down to that, and then
Around during
I
Woodrow
guess
Wilson.
I'm aware of a few contemporary chefs, but what was Wilson?
not Woodrow Wilson. I will give you this cheat. You guys know who this is. Everybody in this show knows of this chef.
All right.
Colonel Sanders was not considered a chef per se.
I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
11 secret herbs and spices he used.
So did Marcus? Did you give an answer?
Not yet. God, I know who this is.
You know who this is?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of all restaurants who are named after people that I should be like, oh, it was founded back then. Yeah, Chef Boyardee.
Is that what you're gonna go with?
Yeah, Chef Boyardee.
Did you look in the chat? You're stealing chat answers.
Oh, is that what's in there?
Some of the people in the chat have suggested that. Although I do see a Papa John's from Shamara, so that's very, very fair as a possible answer. Brennan, your thoughts?
I'm gonna stick to my hunch.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Colonel Sanders.
All right, Colonel.
He brought some chicken to the White House, and it was like Donald Trump's food for Donald Trump. You know what I mean? It's like fried chicken instead of Big Macs. So.
Yeah. Okay, Matt.
Well, my hunch before Marcus said it, before anything was said in the chat, was Chef Boyardee. I suspect he was a real person because there's a picture of a chef.
Okay.
On those things. So that is my one and only and pretty sad guess. Yep.
Okay. Well, the Chef Boyardee people are right. Sonia in the chat was one of the first persons to say it, so I'm giving Sonia credit for yelling out Chef Boyardee. But points go to Matt and Marcus for Chef Boyardee. See, you knew who it was. You knew that you knew. Everybody knew Chef Boyardee. I knew that there was nobody who didn't know Chef Boyardee. I originally had Italian chef in the question, but I thought that would make it too easy because.
Is that what Woodrow Wilson was made so sickly by some spoiled SpaghettiOs?
Yes, definitely. All right, just because we need to get back into being a blue trivia show, what did Warren G. Harding nickname his penis? And extra points if you tell us what you've nicknamed your penis. Is it worth the extra 100 points to tell us? Maybe 200 if the name is hilarious. Brennan, let's start with you. What did Warren G. Harding nickname his penis?
Boy. Well, he was known for like corruption and oil and stuff like that. So I'm gonna call.
I like where you're going with this.
So I'm gonna say his nickname was the oil drill.
The oil drill.
Big drill.
Okay.
Big drill. No, big drill.
Big drill. All right.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you think?
I'm gonna say that he nicknamed it Little Harding.
Little Harding. Okay.
Man, that's a good guess.
Yeah,
it's right there.
Yeah. Marcus, what do you think?
I'm going to say he nicknamed it Air Force One, and that's what the planes are named after now. And I call my penis Warren G. Harding.
You call your penis Warren G. Harding?
Yeah.
Mine is the teapot down.
Okay.
The what?
Teapot down.
Oh,
the scandal that took down Warren G. Harding.
Yeah. No, you're definitely like I'm already giving you points for that one. It's an excellent reference.
Thank you.
Matt, did you answer? I can't remember. I forgot. I was hitting so many buttons.
Oh, my penis name?
Yeah.
We'll just say Moody.
Moody. Okay. Interesting. I have questions, but we don't have time for that many follow-ups. The actual answer is Jerry. Jerry. Yes. Cool. He nicknamed his penis Jerry. Keeping in the penis out category, let's move to what president from Massachusetts was known to go skinny dipping every single day. He would go down to a river, he would swim in that river completely naked, and then go for a walk, and that would be his morning ritual. What president is this?
Massachusetts.
I'm going to say JFK.
JFK. Okay.
Oh, he's a famous president from Massachusetts. Yep.
He is.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm on board with that. He's a good swimmer.
Okay.
So thank you, Marcus, if we're right.
All right,
and Matt, what was that?
JFK's all around. Why not?
JFK all around. Okay. So just to be clear, you guys all think that at a time where there was a lot of cameras around, that JFK was walking around all naked. He was not. It was John Quincy Adams.
Oh.
A name that you guys had already thrown out, but did not.
I feel like it would make more sense for JFK to be photographed nude than back then, where like showing your ankle would throw you in jail.
Well, he wasn't photographed though. That's like it was just a thing that he did. It was just something that like his
he was photographed.
And Audrey had thrown in. I was going to say Adams. So I feel like she's all over this presidential trivia. We should have to have her on and do another presidential trivia thing. Anyway, so that is round two. After round two, Matt's still a little behind, but it's tied up between Brennan and Marcus, and anything can happen. We still have two more rounds, and
more rounds.
I get the feeling that Matt will catch up because I can make it happen if I want to. So.
Shenanigans.
Yes. All right.
Can I drink on your game show? Is that okay?
What's that?
Can I drink a beer on your game show?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I think I don't know what the terms of service for YouTube is. So, like, I don't know. We'll see. Round number 3. IMDb dumb trivia, where we talk about dumb trivia from IMDb, and normally we try and do it on a topic. In this case, the topic is just stupid movies. So just know that the answer to all of these questions will be a movie that is dumb. So let's get into our first question, which is, what movie that drove Jordan Peele from acting was the first movie shown in Saudi Arabia theaters in 35 years? They banned all American movies in a movie theater for 35 years, but had to crack it back open for this movie. And I will come to you first, Matt.
Yeah, there's a good timing for the comment from Eric. Yeah, Matt's behind. Oh my God, drove Jordan Peele from acting. Okay, well, he was still acting relatively recently, right? Because he was still doing Key and Peele up until a few years ago. So we know it's a relatively recent movie. But what movie would Saudi Arabia be like? Yeah, this is the one. Let's open back up for this one. I don't know, like one of the Sharknado movies.
We got some answers from chat. We got Get Out from Joy. Catherine is saying Keanu, just to help you guys out.
Okay. Oh yeah, was he in Keanu?
Yeah,
he was. Yeah,
so.
That's right. That's actually a really good.
That would be so bizarre if that was the first movie Saudi Arabia chose to show in 30.
Can I change my answer to Keanu?
Okay, yeah. And Shamara's asking, do they see the chat? Yes, they do, especially when I bring it up. She's going with the cat one. So you're saying Keanu. Brennan, what Brennan, what do you think?
I'm ashamed to admit I don't think I know any other movies he's in, so I'm just going to go with that. Keanu too.
Okay.
I know what he wrote, and directed, but yeah.
All right, and Marcus?
And when we say it drove him from acting, like he definitely acted in this movie. It's not one he saw and was like, I can't act anymore.
Not necessarily. It just is a movie that made him decide that he was not going to act anymore.
Okay, I'm going to say Sex and the City too, because I know that movie is famously horrible and was shown in the Middle East. Or at least is set in the Middle East.
All right, can I change my answer based on that? I'm going to say it was like one of the most recent Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise.
Okay. You guys are all wrong. It is, in fact, the Emoji Movie.
Oh, yeah.
He was offered the role of Poop. He debated whether or not he was going to do it, and in the meantime, while he was thinking about it, even though he's like, I really don't want to do this, apparently they gave the role to Patrick Stewart, and he decided, okay, I can't act anymore if I am not only being offered the role of Poop, but then having the role of Poop taken away from me. So, and that was the movie that Saudi Arabia felt, yes, we need to have movies back in the theater again. Wow. So, that's our first. So no points for there because we all missed it, and that's okay. That's okay. What 2011 movie won in every category at the Razzies, and yet the star of that movie made $20 million for doing it? Won every category: best, worst actor, worst director, worst supporting, worst everything. What movie from 2011 won every Razzie category?
Ooh. I'm gonna guess Jack and Jill, that Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, Matt.
I'm gonna say what is it? Catwoman that Halle Berry was in.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm going with Catwoman.
Okay. And Marcus?
Oh, the timeline is just so hard. Let's see.
Audrey's throwing a 50 Shades out there.
Ooh.
And Shamara's got I'm assuming it's Twilight.
Audrey's had some good answers. I'll ride with 50 Shades.
Okay. So it's 50. We got 50 Shades. We got Jack and Jill. And we got Catwoman. Mm-hmm. And the actual answer, points go to Brennan for Jack and Jill and Adam Sandler.
Wow.
But I'm also going to give points. I'm going to give points to Marcus for supporting his lady because I think that is a good way to go whenever you can possibly do that.
All right. I do want to say that I went with my lady's suggestion with Keanu because Catherine's my girlfriend.
Okay. All right. Well, then points for you.
Yay. Yeah. I'm glad that I can shamelessly ask for points.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. Do it. Do it. There's nothing wrong with it. This 2012 game-inspired movie, which I wrote inspired twice, starred a future billionaire. What movie was that? What 2012 game-inspired movie starred a future billionaire?
Game-inspired movie.
Yeah. And Marcus, I'm going to you first.
A thing based on a game that came out in 2012.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a countdown, but imagine a countdown in your mind.
I'm gonna say, 2012 Pixels.
All right, Pixels. Brennan, what do you think?
I don't think it was out by then. But I'm gonna just take a stab and say that Jumanji.
All right, Jumanji.
Yeah, the new ones. Yeah, with like the rock and stuff.
Okay. And Matt?
Oh, Schrader's right. Matt, if you take Schrader, Schrader's definitely right.
That's right.
Sheesh.
Just say Medea.
Battleship came out after that. I'm trying to remember. There was another movie like a Fortress something or other.
Yeah. Don't overthink it.
All right, I'm just gonna go with Battleship.
Okay. And I encourage you not to overthink it because it is in fact Battleship. Because Rihanna is worth $1.7 billion.
Nice,
at the time of Battleship, I do not believe that was true. So I believe she has become a billionaire since Battleship, in spite of Battleship. So points go to Matt for that, for getting it. Even though I feel like I helped a little bit, so I would give myself points for helping. But yeah, this next question I think is going to be one that I don't want to give away the answer. But which movie made more money opening weekend? Star Wars: A New Hope or Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Oh, God.
We'll go to Matt first. Since you're coming off all those points.
All right, I got a question, if I may.
Yeah.
Is this adjusted for inflation?
Yes.
Scheiße. I'm still going with Paul Blart Mall Cop.
You're going to go with Paul Blart Mall Cop. Okay.
Yeah.
Brennan?
For the sake of mankind, I have to say Star Wars.
Okay.
I hope you're right, bud.
I have faith in humanity, and I have to say Star Wars. I have to.
And Marcus?
Give me the Blart Man.
We're gonna go with Paul Blart. Okay.
We're going Paul Blart.
The answer is it's not even close. Paul Blart won by a lot. Paul Blart made $31 million opening weekend. New Hope made 1.7 or $6 million adjusted for inflation. Paul Blart destroyed Star Wars at the box office opening weekend. So that's a thing that I found out that now you all have to know too. And I'm sorry, but once I found out, it's something I needed to share with the rest of the world. So that means points to Marcus, and that means points to Matt. Although, you know what? I'm going to give points to Brennan too, because you did the right thing. You supported humanity there. You believed in humanity, even though that's wrong, and we shouldn't believe in humanity. You did, and I admire that fact.
I'm stunned we survived as a civilization.
Yes, I don't know how. Last question. The screenwriter of Battlefield Earth said this 2019 movie surpassed his as the worst movie of all time. And I also want to call out the fact that Audrey is pointing out that Marcus has a Paul Blart Mall Cop shirt.
I do have a Paul Blart shirt.
Excellent. That's fantastic.
Yeah. When you're on the show again, I encourage you to wear it. All right. So Marcus, since we're coming off your Paul Blart Mall Cop shirt, which movie do you think this is that the screenwriter of Battleship said surpassed his as the worst movie of all time? Not Battleship, Battlefield Earth. Sorry.
Oh my god, time has gotten so freaking hard for me. I'm like, what's a shitty movie that came out?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I have not seen this one. I have seen so many shitty movies, but I have, for whatever reason, chosen not to see this one.
God, shitty movie 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is too early, but I'll say Transformers: Dark of the Moon.
Ooh,
Okay.
This was good.
Dark Side of the Moon.
If I'm right on the year, I think I got this. I'm gonna say that Cowboys vs. Aliens movie with Daniel Craig.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Brennan?
Don't you dare take my answer, man.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. Did that come out in 2019, though? I feel like it's older than that.
Yeah,
It's probably older, but that movie's so bad it deserved to get shut.
you don't like his weird hand cannon thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 2019. Oh, my God. Worst movie. Oh,
It's a real bad
Marcus?
movie.
Was it really
Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, I mean, all those Transformers movies are horrible.
Yeah.
Um,
But think of a movie that could potentially scar you with how bad it is.
Yep, I think the old clock is ticking here
Yep.
for
Yep.
Matt. Yeah, I'll just say I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with some Transformers movie as well. So
Okay. You're all going to kick yourself for not getting this. The 2019 movie that was worse than Battlefield Earth was Cats.
never would have gotten it.
Oh,
I liked Cats.
Yep.
you're a liar. You're a liar.
I was drinking quite a bit when I watched it, so that quite a bit.
Okay. So that means that after 3 rounds, it's real close. It's real close. It's anybody's game, especially since there is no right answer. I mean, there is a right answer, but you're not going to get it to the final round, which is my favorite, which is called Complete the Florida Man. And in this category, or in this segment, I will give you a headline, an actual headline that starts with Florida Man or something similar, and a blank space, and you guys tell me what actually filled in the Florida Man headline. So we'll start off with number 1. Florida couple trapped in blank for 2 days. Keep in mind, there's no way that it's something normal. Brennan, why don't you kick us off? What do you think a Florida couple got trapped in for 2 days?
Florida couple trapped in abandoned Denny's bathroom for 2 days.
Okay. I'll give you points right there. I'm gonna give these points as we go. Matt, what do you got?
Pretty similar was what I was gonna go for, but we'll say Florida couple trapped in Waffle House for 2 days.
Okay.
Oh, Joy's is really good.
Yeah.
They probably weren't trapped. They would have loved it.
Yeah.
Joy said the trunk of their own car.
Yeah. And Marcus, what do you got?
Florida couple trapped in mirror maze for 2 days.
Damn it.
Definitely points for that. The actual answer is locked in an unlocked closet for 2 days.
Oh no.
The door closed. They thought it was locked. They waited for 2 days before they called the police. Then the police came and opened the door, and they felt dumb for not knowing that the closet was unlocked. So that happened in this country. And I was telling my dad about this earlier, and he pointed out very correctly that these people get the exact same vote that we all do in determining where this country goes. So that horrifies me. All right, question number 2. Florida man shines laser at cars while... Matt?
All right. I'm going to say that Florida man shines laser at cars while masturbating with a butter tub.
Okay. That's very viable answer. I'm going to give you points right there because I enjoyed that a lot. Brennan, what are you thinking?
Matt, great minds think alike. I'm sticking to my answer, too. I had this in my head before you said that, all right? I swear to God. Florida man shines laser at cars while also watching Pornhub on his smartphone during his morning commute.
Okay. Points there, too. Points there, too.
Yeah.
Marcus?
Florida man shines laser at cars while searching for his PowerPoint presentation.
I am not giving you points for that because it starts with Florida man, and there's no way, even though that's a good joke, it is entirely impossible, and therefore you are not getting points also because it makes it more fun if you don't. So the actual answer, I'll bring up Joyce, while doing a puppet show for cats. That's a very sweet answer. All wrong. Florida man shines laser at cars while hiding a bag of marijuana in his rectum. No idea why. No idea why he felt like he needed to hide it in his rectum, but he did. So, and why he also needed to shine a laser in people's eyes. So,
well, that's a distraction, right?
Yeah. Just like, just don't look at my rectum. That's his whole thing.
Look at the laser.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad on our part that we didn't mention hiding something in a rectum after 2 full rounds. Honestly, we really dropped the ball on that one.
I mean, agreed. Title number 3: Florida man tries to evade arrest by. We'll go to Marcus first on this one.
Okay, I think I get how the game is played now. Florida man tries to evade arrest by jerking off into a turd while driving a go-kart.
Oh well, he got it. So let's move on. No, I'm gonna award points at the end. Brennan, what do you think?
Florida man. I also think I know how the game works now. Florida man tries to evade arrest by hiding handcuffs in his rectum.
And Matt?
All right, yeah. Okay, I think I know how this game works. Okay, yeah. All right, Florida man tries to evade arrest by shining a laser at a police station.
Bizarrely, this one is less crazy than your guys' answers. By cartwheeling away from the cops.
It's the perfect evasion. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to catch him. I'm going to say... I'm just giving points to Brennan on this one. I don't know why. I just randomly decided that Brennan's the one getting points on this one. So there we go. We got two questions left. Florida man suspected of using private plane to... Brennan, we'll start with you. Keep in mind, you cannot hide a... I'm just going to warn you guys now. You cannot hide a private plane in your rectum. But continue.
Fair. Florida man suspected of using private plane to chauffeur his daughter and her friends to their prom.
Okay. Marcus, coming to you next.
Florida man suspected of using private plane to recapture his pet bird.
All right. And Matt, what are you thinking?
All right. I'm going to say Florida man suspected of using a private plane to smuggle alligators across the border.
Okay. That could actually be it.
Yeah. It is not. It is Florida man suspected of using private plane to draw giant radar penis. But I'm going to give points to Matt for the most Florida man-esque answer.
It's always stuff with alligators.
Yeah. I figured I want to use this category again, so I avoided alligators for this one because there are so many alligator ones. All right. Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat blank. Marcus, I'll go to you.
Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat bit off the tip of his penis.
Okay.
Damn, that might be it.
I mean, it's a pretty solid guess. Brennan, coming to you next.
Okay. I still think I'm following the thread here. So, Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat hid his marijuana up his rectum.
Okay.
It is a Florida cat as well. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's a Florida cat.
Yeah. Matt, what do you think?
All right, pretty similar to what Brennan said there, but slight deviation. All right. Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat ate his drugs and then hid in an unlocked closet.
Ooh.
Okay. That would be great if it was. That would have been the perfect sum up of all of them. But alas, it is. Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his cat was denied entry into a strip club. And I feel like the closest answer there was Marcus. So I'm going to go with Marcus as... Ooh, I did that wrong. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So points for Matt because I fucked it up. So that means that after 4 rounds, with Matt getting the free 100 points because my fingers are dumb, those two guys are tied. But technically, those points shouldn't have gone to you, which means that you would have been tied with Marcus, which means that all 3 of you go to the final round because technically there is nobody who would be in 3rd place. So all 3 of you get to answer the final.
Nice.
Stupid buttons. How should I know question? Yeah. This is the first time that's ever happened. That all 3 people made it to the final round in our illustrious 2 episodes. So it's a simple one though, and one that you guys might know, but I will see. What is the stage right before frostbite called? Is it frostbite? You've probably lost, you potentially may have lost whatever extremity because ice is formed in there or whatever. But there's something that happens right before that when it's extremely cold, but there isn't permanent damage to that appendage or part of your body. What is that called? Marcus, I will go to you.
Oh, yes. That is called the chili nibbles.
That's called the chili nibbles. Matt, is that what you were thinking?
Literally exactly what I was going to say. It's just Wisconsin sense of humor, I think.
Chili nipples.
All right, so chili nipples for Marcus. Matt, you can answer the same thing, but then you run the risk of, Marcus getting the points because he said it first. So I feel like you should try something else.
I got to come up with something else. Yeah. All right. I am going to say it is the cool the cool burrs. The cool burrs. Yeah, it's called
cool burrs. Okay.
The cool burrs. Yeah.
Cool burrs. Brennan.
Okay, so if it's a frost bite, I assume that the early stage of frost is so I'm gonna call it the snowy gnaw. Snowy gnaw. Soft with a gnaw. Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
A gummy gnaw.
Okay.
Snowy gnaw.
Well, as it turns out, you are the closest because it is frost nip is the actual thing right before frost bite, which means I believe that Brennan is in fact our winner. Good job.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. The snowy gnaw. Remember, if you feel the snowy gnaw, get out of the cold.
Yeah. Good point. I am slow on all the buttons. So that means we have our winner. Brennan is our winner. Before we go, it was a great show. Thank you guys so much for doing this. I want people to know where they can find out things that you guys are up to. So Brennan, let's start with you. Where can people find you on social?
If you are on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, my handle is Brennan Babbles, my first name, and Babbles, Babbles, all one word. And then if you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Brennan Lowery. And if you want to be Facebook friends, sure, hit me up on there too.
Cool.
But yeah, Brennan Babbles is my handle on everything. So hit me up and follow me there.
All right. Marcus, what about you?
My handle is at me_Haugen. Mainly post on Instagram, but I'm the other places as well. You just won't be getting too much content from me.
Okay, and people can see you. Where can they see you next?
I'm about town, but I'm also do shows at the Armory Comedy, which we do the shows at the Tank on 36th and 8th. And I have a new season of my podcast coming out soon. It's called A Winkle in Time, and it's about the Winklevoss twins.
Nice.
Yes, it's awesome.
And Matt, what about you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, where I just retweeted a tweet from Tom Cruise from 4 years ago. So you can come check out some real great content over there. Well, that was another gift from Catherine. But anyway, I won't go into details about what Tom Cruise is saying, but you go to Doc Falconer and check it out. That's also on Instagram. And that username is from a role I played like 11 years ago.
Ooh.
And people can otherwise see you.
Yeah. You can. You all like these two. You can find me at Armory Comedy, give or take every other Friday at 9:30, and my podcast I'm a part of called Couch Command.
Nice.
Where we review movies and talk about like geeky pop stuff.
Cool. And if you are looking for me, you can find me on Instagram at Diodato. I post every time I go on vacation, so not that often. Otherwise, there's like one or two posts that come out. And you can also see me every Monday right here on this YouTube channel where I do the Super Important Show. So if you're watching on YouTube, which you are because it's the only place you watch, just sort of look down or over, and you'll be able to see old episodes of that. And also, I should have said this a long time ago, but don't forget to like and subscribe because that really helps us build an audience. And thank you guys so much for doing this show. It was super fun. You guys were amazing. And now Brennan is the smartest person in the world for the next 2 weeks until somebody else gets it. So you are legally allowed to use that title wherever you want. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you again soon. Bye.
I don't know about you guys. I'm going to go watch Jack and Jill.
Cats for this guy.
Yeah.